This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 96. I'm going to read an excerpt from my favorite book because I'm lying in bed reading my favorite book, and I was like, why don't you just make it into a podcast? You're reading this anyway. So here we go. Relentless by Tim Grover. I just read this book over and over again, by the way, guys. I've been reading it over and over again for like 4 years. People who start at the top never understand what they missed at the bottom. The guy who started by sorting the mail, or cleaning the restaurant late at night, or fixing the equipment at the gym, that's the guy who knows how to get things done. After he's eventually worked his way up through the ranks, he knows how everything works, why it works, what to do when it stops working. That's the guy who will have longevity and value and impact. That's the guy. Because he knows what it took to get to the top. You can't claim you run a marathon if you started at the 17th mile. Excuse me. Most people are looking for an elevator instead of taking the stairs because they want the easy route. People quit their workouts and diets because they're too hard. They stop advancing in their careers and lives because it's too much work. Guys, make it to the pros and then don't want to play for coaches who are too tough. They can't deal with being uncomfortable, so they seek the shortcut, and when they can't find it, they quit. For all of Michael's amazing moves and unforgettable moments, he knew none of that could happen without the fundamentals. Those basic moves he had practiced over and over and over since he was a kid made everything else possible. He didn't work on being flashy. He worked on being consistent, and he worked on it relentlessly. Guys, I'm going to read that again. We're talking about Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the history of basketball. Please listen to this one. He didn't work on being flashy. He worked on being consistent, and he worked on it relentlessly. Cleaners don't care about instant gratification. They invest in the long-term payoff. Cleaners is the term that Tim Grover uses for the elite of society, the exceptional, the greatest at what they do, okay? Cleaners don't care about instant gratification. They invest in the long-term payoff. Ask yourself honestly, what would you have to sacrifice to have what you really want? Your social life, relationships, credit cards, free time, sleep? Now answer this question. What are you willing to sacrifice? If those two lists don't match up, you don't want it bad enough. No matter what you do, if you're in it for the money or the attention, if you're not willing to put in the hard work and the commitment, if you're okay with just being okay, I have to ask you, why? Look, it's enough for a lot of people. I'm not judging. They don't want the pressure and the stress. They don't want to sacrifice time with friends and family. They want to party when the mood strikes. They want to sleep late when they can. And get up and go to bed with limited worries and responsibilities and pressure. I get that. It's much easier. It's a much easier way to experience life. But usually, those are the same people who look around at others who have more success and say, quote, "I can't believe how lucky that guy is. I could do that if ... end quote. Stop. You could do that if what? If you put in more time and effort? If you commit to whatever it is making it work for him? If you're willing to pay the price he's paying? What's he doing that you can't do?" That's what I thought. You could do the same, but what's stopping you? And even if you can't do it his way, why should you? Why aren't you doing it your way? Don't be jealous of someone if you had the same opportunity and let it slip away. When did hard work become a skill? It doesn't take talent to work hard. Anyone can do it. You show up, you work hard, and you listen. It takes willingness to be dedicated, to improve, to be better. I don't care if you're a superstar or you're the weakest guy on the team. Anyone can show up, work hard, and listen. Are you looking for that non-existent shortcut, or are you ready to do things the right way? Do you want it easy, or do you want it great?